Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness. Dreams are often most profound when they seem the most crazy. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. The conscious mind may be compared to a fountain playing in the sun and falling back into the great subterranean pool of subconscious from which it rises. A man should not strive to eliminate his complexes, but to get into accord with them. They are legitimately what directs his conduct in the world. What a distressing contrast there is between the radiant intelligence of the child and the feeble mentality of the average adult. Civilized society is perpetually menaced with disintegration through this primary hostility of men towards one another. The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is what does a woman want? Where ID was, their ego shall be. The first human who hurled an insult instead of a stone was the founder of civilization. The interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious activities of the mind. Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. Illusions commend themselves to us because they save us pain and allow us to enjoy pleasure instead. We must therefore accept it without complaint when they sometimes collide with a bit of reality against which they are dashed to pieces. Religion is an illusion, and it derives its strength from the fact that it falls in with our instinctual desires. What progress we are making. In the Middle Ages they would have burned me. Now they are content with burning my books. It is impossible to escape the impression that people commonly use false standards of measurement, that they seek power, success, and wealth for themselves and admire them in others, and that they underestimate what is of true value in life. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. In the small matters, trust the mind. In the large ones, the heart. When inspiration does not come to me, I go halfway to meet it. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. The only person with whom you have to compare ourselves is that you in the past. The task of making people happy did not form part of the plan of creation. A large part of what is real within us is not comprehended, and that which is comprehended is not real. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. A civilization which leaves so large a number of its participants unsatisfied and drives them into revolt neither has nor deserves the prospect of a lasting existence. The liberty of the individual is no gift of civilization. It was greatest before there was any civilization. Whoever loves becomes humble. Those who love have, so to speak, pawned a part of their narcissism. Just as no one can be forced into belief, so no one can be forced into unbelief.